Greetings and salutations. I'm V. Adams of V. Adams Arts.
And I'm on Unity of Sacred Zen Garden.
And we're here to talk about paint, plant, and healing. Well, I wanted to talk about the gallery on the mall. I don't know if I need to talk about this. Well, I got a lot of insight from the gallery on the mall.
Went to the mall the other day, and the mall was nice. They had a lot of high-end stores. We was just checking it out. I had to stop in at Brooks Brothers. Shout out to them. They have some nice little professional, gear there. So we came across this gallery, and he was a little hesitant to go in, but we decided to go. We opened and went in, and he met this. I guess the owner. He's the owner of the gallery, right? Was he? I
don't think he was the owner. He was somebody.
Yeah. He said hello, but Vernon actually went up to the guy and introduced himself and inquired on how to actually get into the galleries if possible. And he started giving him a whole bunch of insight and knowledge and stuff on his work, as well as what it would take to get into most different galleries and what they're looking for these days.
Now the guy, he did give me a lot of insight on the. He gave me a wealth of knowledge, but I'm gonna say there was an upside and a downside to it, because he was more of flexing. Let me see. Yeah, he was flexing white supremacy. I'm talking about it was. I know he apologized why he was saying it, but kept on doing it. But at the same time, I realized I constantly realized in situations sometimes you gotta know how to filter things out. And that came with me growing up and everything. I gotta filter stuff out. So take the good in, filter the bad out. And once he got done, I mean there was a wealth of knowledge that the guy did provide. Yeah, I guess just so people kind of get an idea. Right after we got done, we went to the Romero Brito store. Shouts out to that guy that looked out for us, gave me a Brito coloring book. His name was Shimron Smith. I know this man's name ain't no Shimron. This man's name was Shimron Smith. You know what Shimron is? Shimron is the dragon off of Dragon Ball Z.
I am Shenron. I shall grant you any wish. Now speak.
Man up.
See, that's why it's good to pay attention.
Man, shouts out to Shimron Smith. That's like, I grew up with a dude named Shanari McCray. Like, I always thought bro had the coolest name in the world. Shanari McCray. Like, why can nobody name me a cool name? Why I gotta be named Vernon? But that was named after my grandma, Bernice. So.
That's like someone I knew always said that he would name his child Bartholomew.
I know some Bartholomew.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Bartholomew.
There's nothing against Bartholomew.
1 and 2, junior and senior.
Oh.
No, I think this Bartholomew the 3rd or 4th, because I think his dad, the pastor Bartholomew of Brown Missionary Baptist Church. I think his dad was named Bartholomew. He named his son Bartholomew. Okay. So yeah, that's a heavy name. Like I feel like when it comes to a name, you really gotta stand behind the name. You can't be a bum named Bartholomew.
See, it's somebody like me that doesn't know much about Bartholomew or who he is or what he does. It just sounded like a weird name to me. Because I've never heard it though. Ignorant.
Geriatric Smith. Definitely shouts out to that gallery owner. I still give him props, and I mean
he was speaking some real.
He was dropping
stuff,
gems.
though. Yeah, I understood a lot of what he was saying, but in between, it was just a lot of that supremacy, them supremacist comments that were kind of like throwing us off. Like we would listen and it'll be like, oh, but then I'm her.
Like, oh, but then I'm her.
That's what it was giving. It was a lot of that.
I was tripping how he had looked at my painting of Saint Augustine, and he was like, "That's supposed to be Christ." So you doing a black Christ? Like that ain't even Christ. That's Saint Augustine.
And how Christ really looks.
Yeah, like he wanted to tell me how Christ looked and everything. Like, man, I never asked you how Christ looked, but he made that a point to let me know that Christ was not black.
Yeah.
Because your minds ain't ready and your heart's not open.
I never told him, and it sound like a Atlanta thing. I voted for Barack. No,
Yeah.
that was Get Out. When the white guy said I voted for Barack.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what he said
Yeah,
too.
he said I voted for Barack. Like, bro, how you gonna
Insert that clip.
I would have voted for Obama for a third term if I could.
Yeah, bro. How you know I ain't voting for John McCain? But yeah, he definitely let me know that he voted for Barack. Twice. He voted for.
Like he said, sometimes you just gotta filter out the BS
Yeah.
and take in the gems.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
message.
Growing up, I learned to filter out a lot of stuff that was given negatively to me and weigh the good with the bad. I don't know. I don't want to call it a gift and a curse. And I kind of feel like today, like I give people the benefit of the doubt. And I call that guy to give people the benefit of the doubt, Mr. Benefit of the doubt man. Mr. Benefit of the doubt man will get you hurt every time. And that's why I resonate a lot with my pain of rationality and passion, because you gotta have a mind, and you gotta know how to balance the mind and the heart. Now I was giving my heart to, okay, I'm hearing what this person is saying, and they giving me some valuable information. At the same time, they tearing me down, and I'm looking at the benefits that I'm getting from this person, the jewels that I'm getting from this person, while this person's still telling me that I ain't shit. And it's like, it's important to have that aspect, have that power to be able to give your heart to something, but you also gotta have your mind. So, rationality and passion.
Add the link in your description to your website so they can see that.
Definitely check out that paint. All right, check out my paint on rationality and passion on my website. Just tell me what you think about it.
As long as you're willing to work hard for yourself, the world will surprise you.
I was sitting at your desk and I saw that as long as you are willing to work hard for yourself, the world will surprise you. I think of that. Like, I don't know what you think of it before I go. What's your thought?
I mean,
Right,
it's
so I
definitely self-explanatory. A lot of times we feel like things should be given to us. And we feel like we don't have to put in the work. And when I say that, I mean like the work doesn't just stop at doing minimum. Like sometimes you do have to go above and beyond. And when we had a conversation the other night, and you were kind of like holding me accountable and waking up early and really getting the day started. And we all know we only have 24 hours in a day. Do we even really have 24 hours in a day? Because that includes sleep. That includes spending time with family. If you really want to be wholeheartedly, why are you doing that?
That's just good.
If you really want to be, I guess, wholesome in giving your all to your day, mentally, spiritually, physically, sharing that with family, friends, your partner, work. So it's like, yeah, we have 24 hours in a day, but we still have things that we need to do. So when you held me accountable in terms of waking up early, getting the day started, getting things done, it did kind of trigger me, I want to say. Why did it trigger me? Because you're right. Like, I do need to do all of these are things that I said that I wanted to do. And while I also feel like everybody is not the same, we're not all cut the same, right? We're kind of cut differently. I'm not a person that can do 100% work and no play. I personally need a balance because I will go crazy, right? I explained that to you afterwards and you understood. But I say all that to say, you have to be willing definitely to work hard for yourself. You just holding me accountable and waking up early to get things done early in the day so I can sleep early, so I can start, the next day, get things done is definitely a start.
I don't know. I want us to be successful. I want us to have the success that I want us to have the success that we talk about having. And I look at people that are successful and how they get up and get it done even when they want to. And I'm right now I'm figuring out with myself, like, if I'm sitting there, I know what I need to get done. Get up and do it now. Get up and do it now. There's also a problem of mine as well, because I will find myself drained trying to do it now. So I don't know, that's a big conflict with myself. Till I would do it at the wrong time. I'll wait till it get late. Now I'm trying to push myself over into the wee hours of the night when I could have been up this morning doing it. Basically motivated me to even come up with that without even knowing it, because I was in there looking at your chart in there. That's when I had called you and I said I want to do my own chart.
You're talking about the vision board?
Yeah, the vision board. I was like, okay, this vision board, it makes sense, but you need to see something. So when I saw what you had up there, yeah, I called you on that. I'm making my own now. I want to make my own. Like, we need to stick to what we say we want to do. And so you kind of the motivation behind your mask. That's very cute, man.
No, I understand, and that's why it's so important to have people around you that are going to motivate you and, like I said, hold you accountable and not egg on your BS. Having people that egg on your BS, there's no growth in that. There's no change. So now you're the same person. You're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So sometimes you might not want to hear it. I don't be wanting to hear it all the time. And that's something that I personally have to work on. But while I don't want to hear it at the moment, I do ponder on it. I can say that. Like, at the moment, because my ego takes over, I don't want to hear it. And I might give some pushback, be a little defensive. But I do think about, what it is that is really coming out of the conversation. And take what I can to change, myself, because of course I want to be better. And if you want me to be better, that's a plus, why wouldn't we want that? So with that, like they said, the world will surprise you. I just feel like a lot of abundance and success comes with that. Reap the benefits, the fruits of your labor.
I feel like saying like the world will surprise it. Also, if you're willing, once you get to the point where you're going hard and you got to do what you got to do, you're gonna lose people in the process.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I feel like that's a surprise that the world will give you, that you're gonna lose people in the process when you actually real deal going hard behind the not say success, because success is only what you make it to be, but
success means something different to everybody.
Yeah, so whatever you're trying to, the goals that you have, when you're trying to go hard to reach your goals, you're gonna lose people who don't have the same goals. A lot of people you're gonna lose that don't have goals at all. Them the main people you're gonna lose, the ones that don't have goals.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to put no work in nowhere, and they don't want to see you put no work in, man. We need to chill. Now you need to, man, take a break. When you gonna kick it with your boy? Huh?
I think a question some people might want to know is how do you manage when you're losing people in the process of your growth?
How do you manage when you lose people in the process? I've lost a lot of people. I'm gonna say when I first did, I first had this rap group, and during that time, it was like I wanted to grow, and I do that in a lot of things. Everything that I do, I always want to grow in it. And so while we was rapping off of cassette tapes. So that's our karaoke machine is cassette tape. We record it, use the beat, record over the beat with the second tape, take another tape, put it in, we'll double dub, do our ad-libs and everything on that. And I got tired of doing that. Like, why we gotta keep on flipping these tapes out? Is that what they doing in the studio of the folks that's actually recording this stuff? So I started looking at like stuff where people, it was documentary because we didn't have a whole lot of YouTube where people were showing this stuff. So I was looking at, okay, how are they doing this? So they got computers. It's computer age now. Why am I not doing this on? So I did it on my computer. I started finding beat programs on my computer. So I took it back to my home boys. Okay, let's rap like this. Let's record it onto the what's the name and do that. Man, we can keep on using these tapes. So that kind of pushed me away from it. And I went and started with my own group and started doing it with CDs and everything and doing it digital. And they were still trying to do old 3/6 music, like taking the beats and constantly looping it. Like, man, I have progress from that. And they still talking about doing the same old thing. You know you're going to lose people when you're going hard behind it.
Yeah. And I think it's also important to note that with transformation equals growth equals change, but it also means equals death. Right?
Death.
Yeah. Because the old you and the old things have to die in order for these things to transform, in order for these things to change.
Die to yourself. So
that's why a lot of people, they grieve at the same time. You know, they're wondering why, all right, things are changing for me, things are finally moving, but I'm feeling, I'm not 100% happy right now. Why? Because I just lost all of these things.
Yeah.
You know? But obviously, it as time goes, time heals.
So dying to yourself?
Dying to yourself.
Yeah.
Dying to your old self.
Yeah. I've learned that coming up with a religious background, dying to yourself. And they talked about it a lot. I'm not saying it was practice, but I take a lot of styles. My son do it now. He take a lot of things literal, and I just take stuff literal all the time. Dying to yourself. What in the world does that mean, to die to yourself? And you gotta shed off that old skin. So yeah, so I definitely get that. Definitely get that. I was trying to find a video of Kirk Franklin, but I guess I'll talk about it on another discussion. Because I definitely want to quote exactly what he said about when it comes to art. But I'm going to say this about Kirk Franklin. Like, Kirk Franklin has been a pillar in my life when I was losing myself. A lot of my religious people that were around me were shunning Kirk Franklin, and when it comes to religion, you don't know whether you should go this way or that way. And they were shunning because he was doing what they call
taking another route.
Yeah, he's taking another route. He was losing his religion, and that's what I had to end up doing, lose my religion, because religion always had me conflicted on should I do this or should I do that.
Yeah.
And like I said, I want to talk about Kirk Franklin. I guess in another segment. I want to hold the segment up because I know I'm good for holding the segment up. She been nudging me the whole time. I told her to tell her just break in and just talk. But yeah,
you're passionate.
I'm very passionate. So I had to, but go back to what you were saying. I had to lose myself. I had to die to myself in order to even progress, to even find any progress. I had to develop my own relationship with God and stop dealing on a relationship that I got from my parents, from the church, because
and you're a pastor son.
Yeah, I'm preacher's kid.
So yeah,
What
you
they
know
got?
exactly.
PK. So yeah.
Yeah, like you really know what it is to be in that,
Yeah.
in that world.
I got a quote that says, "If you're my friend, you're my friend." That's a quote. The person that said that, if you're my friend, you're my friend.
Yeah. My friend, you're my friend.
What that mean to you?
If you're my friend, I'm gonna hold you down. I mean, you here? I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be loyal. We gonna make it work. We gonna grow together.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely. I think from when I wrote that down, if you're my friend, you're my friend. It definitely dealt with loyalty, and it dealt with. I don't remember where I got it from, but I know I was sitting somewhere when I wrote it. But my thoughts on it, as I'm thinking now, if you're my friend, you're my friend.
Yeah.
So if you say you my friend, that's what my expectations over you. And I think the last person I told that to was my guy Drake. Like, don't call me your brother or call me your friend and don't expect me to be a true friend to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come through just like a friend should. I'm not finna kiss your ass. I'm not finna say be this yes guy. Like, whatever you say goes. If I'm your friend, I care about you before you fall in that hole, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, hey, bro, that ain't straight. My best friend, Jamarcus, he can tell you more than anybody. If I ain't feeling it, or if I see him going around down the wrong direction, even if I'm wrong, I'm gonna straight up tell you, hey, bro, I'm not feeling what you're doing. Let's talk on it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hold you accountable. I'm a true friend that's gonna hold you down as a true friend. So don't ever call me your friend if you don't really mean it. Because people that have called me their friend and they met that side of me, like I'm gonna check you when you doing something that's messed up, they don't want to be my friend no more. They feel like I shouldn't say nothing to them. You're not my friend. So if you're my friend, you're my friend.
I love that. My friend circle used to be huge when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I realized that my friend circle was only huge because we would indulge in things that wasn't conducive to our growth, right? It was just strictly turn up, right? Strictly turn up, I don't mind the turn up, but at the same time, what are we gaining from each other? And I feel like as friends, you're not just limited to just being a friend, right? There's other things, other aspects that come with it. How can we learn from each other? How can we grow with each other? While I'm growing, you should be growing too, and I should be helping you grow, right? So as I got older, obviously it got smaller, and I had a lot of, like, I guess, grief that came with a lot of the friends that I lost because I thought they were my friends, and things happened that showed me that they weren't, you know? Friends, the word friend is something that you can't just use widely, you know?
Like love, you can't friend.
Exactly. And friend and love go hand in hand. Because if you're my friend, I love you.
Yeah.
You know?
I think at some point in your life, like, I guess when you're younger, like, friend don't, the name, calling somebody your friend don't hold as much weight as love do at that moment until you actually realize what an actual friend is.
Exactly.
So I think this, like I tell my son all the time, it's levels to life. Like, and that's what we talking about right now, friends
There's
and
levels
love.
to friends.
Yeah, there's levels to
Because
friends.
are you, yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, are you even willing to sacrifice certain things for your friend? I'm not saying you're picking and choosing between friends. Friend and family still go hand in hand. You know? I don't know. That's a tricky topic. But
Yeah.
you gotta be on a constant evaluation as well. There was something that you did the other day. I don't remember, but
Oh, you told me that you.
I could genuinely tell that you
I
want
was-
me to be happy.
Yeah. and I was speaking. I think I spoke on like past situation and being happy. Oh, that is. Might go down a passionate road. A tangent. So yes, I
try to keep it brief.
Yeah. So I spoke on that's something that I learned, because in past situations I've been told I'm not happy no more. But I think that when a person confides in you for their happiness, they've messed up already.
Yeah, they look for you to keep them happy.
Yeah, keep them happy, and that's you. If you looking for happiness in another person, and you're not happy with yourself and God, you're not happy in God and yourself.
Love yourself before you can expect others to love you the way you want to be loved.
The way you want to be loved, exactly. So love from somebody else is actually
an addition.
Yes, an addition. It is. So it's like when I had to take a break, because like I had said, like I was used to just being in relationship. So being in a relationship, like every time I look around, I'm out of relationship, I'm back into a new relationship. I got the morals, I got the qualities, and these qualities and morals come from people telling me about that I have the morals and qualities, but I had to find out I wasn't happy myself. I got to be happy with myself instead of trying to make this relationship happy, trying to be happy, trying to make somebody else happy. And I actually got told that twice after I told you about it. I thought about it again. Somebody else had told me that they didn't find happiness in me no more. You can't find happiness in me because I'm only human. You can only find happiness in what? God. I'm not God. So find the happiness in me. My life goes up and down. My mind goes up and down. My happiness goes up and down. So if you look for happiness in me, you're going to fail every time. So,
I mean, and yeah, you also do want your partner to be happy. You know?
Yeah.
We're not taking away from that either. But what are your expectations exceeding your own in that aspect? When I say that, I mean, like, all right, if I'm looking for you to, as soon as I wake up, I'm looking for you to do this, do that. I have all of these levels and these rules and these expectations of things that I expect you to do for me in order for me to feel good about myself. I'm already failing, because once I wake up, I mean, I should have my own expectations. We were just talking about you holding me accountable and doing the things that I said I was going to do. You know, am I doing these things before I can expect you to make me happy, if that makes sense? Am I waking up at 5? Am I eating healthy? Am I getting up and making sure that the first thing I do is pray and this, that, and the third? You know? Am I tending to all these aspects of my emotional well-being before I expect you to do it? You can't do everything for me.
Yeah.
You know, you can only assist.
I can assist very well. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I've had past relationships where it was obvious that they did not want me to be happy unless they were happy.
Yeah.
And if they were unhappy, obviously I could tell, because things would not go right in that moment. We both miserable. Misery loves company. You miserable, I'm miserable. Now when you up, I gotta be up. It don't work like that.
I feel that if you get to that point, when we get to that point of as a team being happy as a collective, and we know that we're happy within ourselves and we're making each other happy, I feel like that also, that's why I speak on levels. Like there's another level that you have to move to that brings a new set of challenges.
Yeah.
And we have to be ready for that. And we have to, the first level, we have to know that we mastered the first level and don't get knocked down back to the first level.
Exactly.
I just wanted to say that. So.
Yeah, and that takes consistent communication and understanding. I love that. I think that concludes for today.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess the next time I want to talk about Kirk Franklin influence on my life. How I had to lose myself. And it was somebody like Kirk Franklin that brought me back. Somebody that was actually beefing with Kirk Franklin, Deacon Hatch, who actually brought me back and kind of ushered me into finding my own relationship with God. So I want to talk about Kirk Franklin, and I want to talk about what you were talking about, cultures.
Oh yeah.
Being Guyanese. Yeah. Not being American enough, not being Guyanese enough. And that also goes into talking about the Essence Fest and everything too. So definitely want to talk about that. Make sure you follow us.
Click the link,
Follow us.
subscribe, comment below. It was your thoughts on everything so far today.
It's our first episode.
Yeah.
It's not our first episode, it's our first episode.
Yeah.
Charlie was in
Featuring my friend here. You playing my y'all. Yeah. Check us out.
Yeah, those are videos. She catering to her friends. They all got names.
Yes. Look, go get into that. Everything will be there down below. Go to the description for the painting of rationality and what?
Rationality and passion.
Passion.
One of my favorite things.
That's been getting a lot of positive feedback on that.